When something goes wrong at a game being watched live by millions around the world, things can get pretty awkward. Today we're counting down the 10 most top inappropriate moments in sports. While some of these moments were innocent mistakes, others involved rage-induced mayhem. If you like what you see, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Number 10. Lady steals ball from a young fan. During the 2011 Major League Baseball game between Arizona Diamondbacks and the Houston Astros, Arizona first baseman Juan Miranda did something endearing and cute by tossing a foul ball to a young girl. But things went wrong for the young fan when a woman in the front row tried to intercept Miranda's throw. The young fan was quick to react and caught the ball before the lady, but the lady refused to let the ball go and snatched the ball straight out of the little girl's hand. A disgusted commentator even said she took it right from her. That's beyond wrong. The girl was shocked but did not confront the lady. She got justice, however, when ballpark officials presented a new ball to her after the game. It seemed like the lady had gotten away with it all, but years later the clip went viral across the United States. Number 9. Donnarumma becomes Dollaruma. Gianluigi Donnarumma was an AC Milan footballer for many years until he decided in 2017 he wanted a better deal than the $5 million offer received from AC Milan. And you can't blame him for the idea. Born in 1999, the young Donnarumma was widely considered the heir to legendary goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon and became Italy's youngest goalkeeper at the age of 17 years. By June 2017, Donnarumma publicly announced that he was unsatisfied with AC Milan's offer and started getting cozy with other clubs like Real Madrid and Juventus. However, Donnarumma's action did not go well down with the Milan fans, who were quick to call him and his agent Mino Raiola greedy. Things went up a notch during the European Under-21 match with Denmark when fans threw fake dollar notes at Donnarumma and called him Dollaruma. Donnarumma's Italy won the match easily, but being called greedy seemed to have set things straight for Donnarumma, who later decided to continue with AC Milan. Today, Donnarumma is AC Milan's first-choice goalkeeper and given his skills, is likely to continue for a very long time. Number 8. A kiss on New Year's Eve. Mixed martial arts tournaments are usually known for mayhem and violence, but sometimes things can go from mayhem to plain cringe. On New Year's Eve 2005, Yoshihiro Naka was scheduled to fight Heath Herring in K1's Dynamite 2005 show. During the pre-fight stare-down, Yoshihiro shocked the fans and judges alike by leaning in to kiss his opponent on the lips. A disgusted Heath immediately punched Yoshihiro right on the face, knocking him out. Heath, who was pulled aside by his corner man, said that Yoshihiro tried to kiss me on the lips like a homosexual and that he was not gay. Heath's claims, however, fell on deaf ears as judges decided to disqualify Heath after carrying a still unconscious Yoshihiro off the ring. But you don't feel bad for Heath. The officials later changed the result to a no contest after Yoshihiro's kiss and Heath's punches were both declared fouls. Number 7. LFC's El Toro twerks on her opponent's face. Based in Las Vegas, the Lingerie Fighting Championship is a mix of martial arts tournament that is quite famous for its intense cat fights. But like our previous moment, this one went from intense to bizarre rather quickly. A dominant force of the LFC with a jaw-dropping record, Jessie El Toro Santos is one of LFC's most iconic fighters. So when she went up against a much smaller Shay the Fox Mazzato in the Lingerie Fighting Championships 25, everyone expected the fight to be over pretty quick. Jessie was all over the Fox and was cheered by the crowds until she decided to do something quite bizarre. Jessie pinned her opponent down and began twerking on her face. The fans were naturally disgusted at Jessie's lack of respect for her opponent and began to boo her. But the booing had little effect on Jessie, who kept at the Fox and won the fight comfortably. Number 6. Speedo guy distracts Jackie Manuel. Even a single point can make a difference in basketball, and there's no easier way to score some quick points than free throws. These can give a team an extra opportunity to score while hurting the other team in terms of points, fouls, and momentum. But what happens when the fan unite to distract a player about to make a free throw? In 2005, when Dukes played the University of South Carolina, UNC player Jack Manuel came to the free throw line when someone in the audience caught his attention. Dukes fans Patrick King rose from his seat, ordered everyone around him to sit down, and proceeded to take off his coat, revealing his near-naked body only with a Speedo covering his private parts. King then began dancing, which was enough for Manuel to miss both his free throws, giving the Dukes a serious advantage. The moment was great for King too, who became a legend fondly remembered even today as a Speedo guy. Number 5. Novak loses his cool. Novak is quite a professional when it comes to his game, but sometimes things get too heated up even for the passionate Serb. After getting disqualified for hitting the line official with a tennis ball at the 2020 US Open, the Serb lost his cool once more at the Italian Open, where he was even 3-3 in the second set with rival Dominic Kiefer. This did not sit well with the Serb. Novak let out his anger by slamming the racket into the red clay and receiving a warning from the chair umpire. He did it again at the ATP Cup match between defending champions Serbia and Germany. The game went on into a tiebreaker where Djokovic served a double fault before Germany scored 6 consecutive points to win the tie 10-7. The Serb was not pleased with his errors and smashed his racket furiously on the team's bench, sending bits and pieces flying everywhere. Number 4. Pedro Martinez versus the Yankees, 72-year-old coach. The 2003 League Championship Series was easily the most hard-fought in Major League Baseball history. But it was also the year when the rivalry between the Red Sox and the New York Yankees reached new heights. Both teams were filled with superstars, but the series is also famous for all the fighting. During the 3 games of the series, Red Sox Number 3. Eden Hazard kicks the ball boy. Football players have a lot in their shoulders and sometimes they lose it on the field. During the Capital Cup semi-final clash between Chelsea and Swansea, the scoreboard read 0-0, but Swansea was ahead 2-0 on aggregate. Chelsea superstar Eden Hazard was desperate to get the game going after the ball went out for a goal kick in the 80th minute. The ball boy, Charlie Morgan, caught the ball, but Hazard seemed more interested in giving Charlie a good kick or 2 rather than retrieving the ball. Charlie rolled down in pain after getting kicked, and the referees gave Hazard a red card. Hazard later received a 3-match ban for his action and apologized to Charlie, who said that he did not intend to press charges against Hazard. Number 2. Bottlegate, a moment that the NFL and fans alike wish to forget. Bottlegate is an example of which can happen if terrible calls are made by officials on the field. The moment happened in Week 14 during a game between Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns when the official announced that they would review a conversion that happened between the 4th down. Nothing wrong with that, except they chose to review it 2 plays later, and to make matters worse, they overturned the 4th down conversion and gave the ball to the Jaguars. Enraged by this horrible call, fans began throwing beer bottles and even trash cans into the playing field. Everyone in the field ran to the middle to escape the flying debris. Some players reported getting hit, but there were no official casualties. However, announcers Gus Johnson and Brent Jones said they saw a person fall into the ground after a thrown object split his head wide open. A few fans even entered the field but were quickly arrested by the cops. After a few minutes of waiting for the rowdy crowd to calm down, the field was filled with bottles and debris, forcing referee Terry McCauley to announce for the first time in NFL history the game was over in 48 seconds left on the clock. The game was, however, completed after NFL's commissioner Paul Tagliabue contacted McCauley and informed him that his officiating crew did not have the authority to end a game early and the game must be completed. The game was eventually won by the Jaguars 15-10. Number 1. Suarez bites. Was there any doubt? Luis Suarez, aka El Pistolero, may be Uruguay's most successful footballer and among Barcelona's finest, but he's infamous for biting players on the field, and he has done it not once or twice, but 3 times in his career. Footballers are known to get into fights once in a while, but biting opponents was something very few fans expected from any footballer, let alone player with Suarez's caliber. It started in 2010 when he bit PSV Eindhoven's Otman Bakal on the shoulder and earned a 7-game ban for it. His biting spree reached a tipping point when he was handed a 10-match ban, a Premier League in 2013 for biting a chunk out of Ivjanovic's arm in the second half, and a 9-match ban when he bit Giorgio Chiellini's soldier in Uruguay's win over Italy at the 2014 World Cup. Suarez moved from Liverpool to Barcelona after the biting incidents, but the infame never left him. Even though he has since stopped biting his opponents, he was once the most important players in the history of the club, according to Messi himself. But Suarez was disastrously thrown out in late 2019, particularly because he was damaged goods due to the bans. He has since moved to Atletico Madrid, insisting that he hungers than ever after the move. If you loved our picks, let us know in the comments below. And as always, like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos. Cheers!